This Alternative Addiction interview exclusive is brought to you by Full Sail University.
Launch your dreams today.
Log on to fullsail.edu. Alternative Addiction interview exclusive.
Speaking of shows, you got one tonight, and you've got like a string of stuff that you're doing in April here. How did that kind of come about, and what's kind of the goal with these shows that you guys are doing over the next couple months there?
Well, we've got the single, Killing Me Inside, which just came out April 5th, so, preparing for the album release on the 21st of June, so basically just, kind of touring around and, trying to support the single and, get the new music out there. A little different going out and playing a record that nobody's heard outside of, maybe the free download on the website and the video we've got on YouTube. But just warming up all the new stuff and having a blast playing the songs.
Cool. All right, man. And this album has been a long time in the making for you, I guess. There's the typical industry stuff now that you get, but has it been done for a while, or have you guys kind of continued to polish it up while you're waiting for the business stuff to kind of settle up?
Well, a little bit of both. We spent a solid 2.5 years writing and recording the album, and which is obviously, a long time. Sorry, I'm trying to find a quiet spot. There's like trucks driving by me everywhere, but good 2.5 years sitting in a room without windows in the dark, staying up all night writing it, and then we finished it. I guess it was sometime like May-ish, April sometime last year. So it's been done for quite a while. I think we made one change to a song, had that remastered, and but outside of that, it's been in its final version, for I guess, depending on what month we're in, which I really have no idea right now, about a year it's been finished.
Cool. So you guys took a long time to work on it. Do you think that paid off with the material?
I think it's an amazing record, and I'm very proud of it. And I definitely think so. When we started writing the record, we didn't really have anything that we had to do at all. We were just kind of writing for ourselves and trying to come up with something fresh, something that was inspiring at the time. And I think the goal was basically just every song we finished was our new favorite song, which I think that happened for every single song. I think there's maybe one song that didn't last as long in my rating, but overall, every time we finished a song, it was definitely, my favorite thing to listen to, and we were completely obsessed with every detail on it. So it was definitely worth the time, and effort that we put in. So.
And when you do a record like that, you want to make sure everything's perfect, so it gets the exposure it needs, so as many people as possible can hear it. But is it hard to sit on it for a year to kind of, to bide your time and wait for it to be released?
Very much so. Yeah. I'm glad we've been doing these dates because we can at least go out and play the songs. But when you work on an album that long, you hear. I know every single detail on the record, from day one to the mix to the mastering, all the above, everything in between, and so, of course, I hear it differently than anybody else just because I know exactly what's in there. And it's, you have to stop listening to it for a while just to keep it fresh and not get burnt out on the whole thing, But so having it sit around for a year is definitely a little bit of a challenge. You're ready to kind of get it out there and get it off your chest, let other people hear it, and go perform it, and then write another one.
Cool, man. And you guys have had some downtime since the last record, but has the few dates that you guys have been able to do, have the fans been out in masses and responding to the new material?
Yeah, I think the first run we did, we were selling out a bunch of shows and upgrading rooms. I think our expectations were a little lower than what we got, which was great. And I think the new material is translating well over to the audience. And then, of course, in today's world, you play one show and half the stuff's up on YouTube the next day. So even people, that haven't heard the new material, that haven't been to a show yet, can come to a show tonight and, already having heard some of the stuff. So I think it's a great thing.
Cool. And you guys have a new label. You did the last two with Columbia, of course, but you guys have a new label and a new management and stuff like that. How's that stuff working out? Is that like more proper? Is it better fit for you guys and what you guys want to do? In 2011, or how's that stuff working out?
Yeah, I absolutely think so. I mean, the cool part was we wrote the record without a label at the time, so we didn't have anybody saying, you need your, where's your smash hit song, where's your cold number 2, or, any of that. There's weren't any rules, so we could do whatever we wanted, and 11/7 has been extremely supportive of this record. I think they fully believe in it, and, let us pretty much do what we wanted to do on the record, even to the mixing process, all the above, and just a little more freedom and a little less pressure to write something that was, I guess, to repeat history. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. All right, man, and you guys grew from Cold. That was like a unique song or whatever, but you guys, the last album, it was like vastly different from anything on that first album. This album is kind of in the trend of the last album too. It's definitely hard. I love it. But, what do you think that fans are going to notice about this new Crossfade record, compared to the last one and compared to the first one?
I think this is the heaviest record by far, and it's way darker, way more layered. There's just a lot of textures on this record. I think before it was a little more, bare bones, a couple guitar layers, vocals, just not as much going on in the mix. And this one has tons of dual guitar stuff going on, string arrangements on 6 songs at least, keyboards, piano-based songs, Hammond organ, mellotron, et cetera, et cetera. Just a lot of layers, a lot of really cool vocal effects. But I think the sound overall is definitely the darkest Crossfade record and the heaviest record. So it's a little much to take in, admittedly, on one listen. I think it's one of those albums where you have to hear it a few times and it starts to catch your ear and grow on you. I think it's definitely worth the slow burn.
This interview was brought to you by AlternativeAddiction.com. If you'd like to download a copy of this interview or find other interviews like it, head over to AlternativeAddiction.com/interviews.